Hello. Ready for more stories? That's actually a fun way of starting off with. This talk is about something called FOMO. The fear of missing out. This is a concept that I've very recently learned from some younger friends of mine, and apparently it's not as uncommon as I would have imagined. The fear of missing out seems to be the fear of not being able to experience something that is happening elsewhere or at a different point in time, mostly place in time, since you're occupied with something else that you've chosen. Mark the keyword, something that you have chosen. Now, the fear of missing out on opportunities, experiences, and events that you really aren't able to, be a part of, seems to me like a highly exaggerated perceived fear. Because, frankly, I'm wondering, how is it that you expect to be at two places at one time? And if you can't do that, which I'm positive most of us can't, what's the point in fearing it? Especially once we've made the choice of being at a particular place, doing a particular thing. What's this fear all about? And I delved more and more into this, asked a few questions, and realized that this is just probably one of the many side effects of being socially aware, due to so much of the explosion in awareness about what everyone else is doing. And I'd like to ask this question. If I gave you 5 or maybe 10, 20 tumblers with water or a liquid of various different colors, and I asked you to fill one tumbler with all of these liquids, how many of these could you really fill into that one tumbler? You are this one single tumbler, this one person. You can only be at one place at a point in time. And once you've chosen that, why not just be there and make the most of where you are at a given point in time? Also, if you must fear something, I'm personally not even in favor of that, but if at all you have to fear something, if you have an obsession for that, why not fear missing out on being in the present? Why not fear missing out on making the most of where you are at right then? Imagine this, the opportunities that you have in life to make a difference to someone, to yourself even, are so many, and they are so subtle at times that just by mentally being somewhere else, you're gonna easily miss out on those. Imagine a situation where you are passing by a friend, a colleague, a co-worker, and they're greeting you, smiling at you, and just because you're not in the moment, you miss out on this opportunity of connecting with them, smiling back, responding to their greeting. So if you must fear something, fear the things that you can miss out, that are so easily available to you. Life, my friends, doesn't happen only at the milestones. Life happens in between the milestones. If you aren't living during the journey where you are at that point in time, I guess the only thing that you'll be left with is fearing everything that you're missing out on. But the minute you start experiencing what you have right now, I think there will be very little room, if any at all, in your mind for this thing called the fear of missing out. That's that then. I had to get this out, and I'm going to encourage any responses that I might receive from some of you. So if this has kindled any thoughts again, I'll be more than happy to hear them out and have a chat over coffee sometime if that's possible. But like always, thank you for listening in, and I appreciate your time. I hope to see you in the next one. So stay tuned for more stories. Have a good one, folks.